Letter 6. The sea was boisterous, but as I had an experienced pilot, I did not apprehend any danger. Sometimes I was told boats are driven far out and lost. However, I seldom calculate chances so nicely. Sufficient for the day is the obvious evil. We had to steer amongst islands and huge rocks, rarely losing sight of the shore, though it now and then appeared only a mist that bordered the water's edge. The pilot assured me that the numerous harbors on the Norway coast were very safe, and the pilot boats were always on the watch. The Swedish side is very dangerous, I am also informed, and the help of experience is not often at hand to enable strange vessels to steer clear of the rocks which lurk below the water close to the shore. There are no tides here, nor in the Kattegat, and what appeared to me a consequence, no sandy beach. Perhaps this observation has been made before, but it did not occur to me till I saw the waves continually beating against the bare rocks, without ever receding to leave a sediment to harden. The wind was fair, till we had to tack out in order to enter Larvik, where we arrived towards 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It is a clean, pleasant town with a considerable ironwork which gives life to it. As the Norwegians do not frequently see travelers, they are very curious to know their business and who they are, so curious that I was half tempted to adopt Dr. Franklin's plan when traveling in America, where they are equally prying, which was to write on a paper for public inspection my name, from whence I came, where I was going, and what was my business. But if I were importuned by the curiosity, their friendly gestures gratified me. A woman, coming alone, interested them, and I know not whether my weariness gave me a look of peculiar delicacy, but they approached to assist me, and inquire after my wants, as if they were afraid to hurt, and wished to protect me. The sympathy I inspired, thus dropping down from the clouds in a strange land, affected me more than it would have done, had not my spirits been harassed by various causes, by much thinking, musings almost to madness, and even by a sort of weak melancholy that hung about my heart at parting with my daughter for the first time. You know that as a female I am particularly attached to her. I feel more than a mother's fondness and anxiety when I reflect on the dependent and oppressed state of her sex. I dread lest she should be forced to sacrifice her heart to her principles, or principles to her heart. With trembling hand I shall cultivate sensibility and cherish delicacy of sentiment, lest, whilst I lend fresh blushes to the rose, I sharpen the thorns that will wound the breast I would fain guard. I dread to unfold her mind, lest it should render her unfit for the world she is to inhabit. Hapless woman, what a fate is thine! But whither am I wandering? I only meant to tell you that the impression the kindness of the simple people made visible on my countenance increased my sensibility to a painful degree. I wished to have had a room to myself, for their attention and rather distressing observation embarrassed me extremely. Yet as they would bring me eggs and make my coffee, I found I could not leave them without hurting their feelings of hospitality. It is customary here for the host and hostess to welcome their guests as master and mistress of the house. My clothes, in their turn, attracted the attention of the females, and I could not help thinking of the foolish vanity which makes many women so proud of the observation of strangers as to take wonder very gratuitously for admiration. This error they are very apt to fall into. When arrived in a foreign country, the populace stare at them as they pass. Yet the make of a cap, or the singularity of a gown, is often the cause of the flattering attention which afterwards supports a fantastic superstructure of self-conceit.